I'm Jay Woodson. I live at 1439 South Carlton Drive, Covington. Wanted to talk a little bit about the COVID-19 and the opening of the state of Virginia, along with I guess the opening of some of the facilities in our area. So I have two kids. I have one that's 16 and one that's 10. And obviously with the COVID-19, it's been a pretty traumatic time for those young folks. And I think I speak for everyone. All of our kids have been affected by the closing and changing and things of that nature. But our children have as well. I know we, in the aspect of safety, are doing things and regulating things, trying to protect everyone from potential issues from COVID. But as the science, and we say we're going by science, I think we do when it supports our plans, but we don't when it doesn't. If we go by the science, this morning the WHO indicated that asymptomatic people don't really expose anyone to the virus. I think so. If you don't have symptoms of the virus, there's a good chance you're not going to pass it along to anyone else. Now, I'm not here to discuss whether or not the WHO is the best science we should actually listen to at this point, but it is the science we use to institute all these closures and things of that nature. Further to that, I think the CDC has came back out and adjusted, corrected, for lack of a better term, the risk or potential death rate that is possible from this virus. Again, it's a virus. The thing that separates this virus from other viruses that we've all lived with is that there's yet to be a vaccine, and there's still not a clear medication that helps you get over it. There's a lot of opinions, there's a lot of tests, things of that nature, and they all look promising. So that's a good thing. Long story short, I think the state of Virginia has been very slow with opening up the economy, with opening up facilities, and what I would encourage is our communities to be very boisterous. We're not Richmond. We're not Fairfax County. And we probably don't have the ear of the governor like Richmond, clearly. But what I would say is science doesn't support what we're going through right now. We're doing more harm to the kids by closing down activities and facilities that they need to be using during the summer and having interactions with their friends. I can assure you that someone talking or FaceTiming or talking on the phone is not the same as interacting with them as an individual. And I'm asking for support to let's let common sense rule here. I think we should push the boundaries. Again, I'm not in your position now. I have been in the past, and so I know where you sit. I know what all you're faced with, and I appreciate the work you do. I'm just asking, let's really think about the kids' safety, the kids' well-being, and I think when we do, we're going to change the approach that we've taken as both an area and a state and the country, because I think this is a virus. We've lived with viruses since the beginning of time. We know how they work. This one's a bit different in the fact that I mentioned earlier. It's more contagious, perhaps, argumentably. And right now, there's a lot of different theories on how to medicate and prevent. But specifically, I think we ought to immediately open the parks. I think we ought to immediately open the pool. I think we ought to immediately allow baseball. You're talking about the budget later on today. I think a lot of the revenue that the city brings in is generated by the sports complex. Every weekend it's booked. Every weekend the restaurants are packed. Every weekend, Walmart is packed. That's not happening. That revenue's not here. And it's affecting our economy. I'm not here a lot, but I read a lot of the reports that Ronnie and others write, and I just urge you guys to consider being more aggressive, and let's look for ways to both help our kids as well as help our economy. We're really in desperate need, and I think, again, we're not Richmond, we're not Fairfax. To me, this isn't political. Others may see it that way, but I think we need to be more aggressive as an area and get this thing going back again. So, appreciate your time. Thanks.
Thank you.